Welcome to part 4 of Color 101 in DaVinci Resolve. In this part, I'm going to walk you through the qualifier, the windows, also called masks, and the tracker. So let's get right into it. Now, in the color page, you can find the qualifier right here. It's this little eyedropper. So what does it do? It basically lets you pick any color in your image so you can change things in them. So as you can see, you can select things by hue, saturation, and luminance. So if I want to pick this color right here in this cloth, I can do that by creating a new node. Let's hit Option S on the keyboard, or Alt S if you're on Windows, and then clicking and dragging this part right here. Now I'm gonna turn on the highlight to see what I've selected. As you can see, the selection is too noisy, and we can adjust it by messing around with these tools right here. So we can increase or decrease the width, center, and saturation the high and low, and in luminance as well. You can also adjust things here with the pre-filter, clean black, which will clean the parts that we're not selecting, and clean white, which will clean the parts that we are selecting. Now if I want to change this hue, I can do that in the color wheels, like this. But the problem is, since there's too much of the image selected, this change will affect many parts that we don't want to be affected. So that's when the windows come in handy. So you can find the windows right here beside the qualifier. The windows are also called masks, and that's how I'm going to refer to them. I'm already used to that, but feel free to call them whatever you want. Now the masks are used to limit the area where you want to apply your color correction, color grading, or effects. So let me go ahead and show you the interface of the masks. So here we have a bunch of types of masks. We have a linear mask, which is this rectangle one. We have the circle mask, polygon mask, which is similar to the linear mask, but you can add more points to it, like this, and this, and this. And we've also got the curve mask, which allows us to draw the shape of the mask ourselves. And last we have the gradient mask, which is a simple two-handle control for dividing the screen in two halves, and you can manipulate the center, the angle, and the feathering of the mask. This one is very good for sky adjustments. So if we select a mask, we can see that on the right side right here, we've got two features. This one allows us to invert the selection of the mask. So now we're selecting everything that's outside of the mask. This is very helpful sometimes. And this one is the mask control. It changes the way a mask interacts with other masks. So if we add another one, we can see it's subtracting that part of the selection. That's good for masking out objects that are interfering with our original selection. Let's delete this one. So here we've got the transform area, where we can adjust all the properties of our mask. The size, the aspect, the pan, the tilt, the rotation, the opacity, and the softness. In this case, each side has its own softbox. Let's disable this mask. Now back to our grading, let's add a curve window or a curve mask to our cloth, like this. And since it's a still camera and the object isn't moving, we don't have to do any tracking for now. And as you can see, now the change of hue is only affecting this part we've isolated with the mask. But this is actually not the best way to use a qualifier, since you can use your curves to change a specific hue much more efficiently. Now a good use for the qualifier will be to adjust a certain area such as the skin tones. So let's reset this node grade. Let's go back to the qualifier. So let's turn on the highlights, and let's select this hand right here. Now let's isolate it with the circle mask. Let's adjust this. Let's adjust the width, like this. Now we have a problem, because this hand is moving up and down. So luckily for us, Resolve has a very powerful tracker tool, which you can find right here, beside the Windows button. So here we have a few buttons. We have track one frame reverse, track reverse, stop tracking, track forward and reverse, track forward, and track one frame forward. But we're pretty much going to be using the track forwards and backwards, since most of the times you're not going to be starting on the beginning or by the end, since the best way to track is to find a frame where your object is the most visible. So here we've got a few options to tell our tracker which sort of movement we want to track. If we want the pan, tilt, zoom, rotation, and 3D, which enables the tracking also of pitch and yaw. So I normally have all of these selected for accurate tracking. So let's put our tracker to work and see how it does. Okay, so as you can see, right at this point it loses its way. Now if it happens to you, there's a way we can solve this. We can change the tracker mode from clip to frame and adjust it frame by frame, like this, and this, and this all the way until it vanishes away. And now, as you can see, the mask follows along the entire clip. And don't forget to go back to clip after you're done, or else every other adjustment you make to the tracker will stick to that specific frame. Now we can turn on our highlights again, a little bit of zoom, and now we can go back to our color wheels and adjust the mid-tone, for example. With this, you can make the skin softer, or even make it look older. So let's soften it up. So let's see how it looks with and without the effect. See the difference? And yes, I know it's affecting the plate a little bit, but it was just to show you how powerful this tool is. And that's pretty much it for the qualifier, windows, and tracker. So make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you on part 5.